I don't know if we're actually here yet, and I don't even know what's going on. Hopefully, you can see me and you can hear me. Take two? Yeah, most definitely. So, it looks like there's sound. It looks like we're maybe somewhere together here, guys and girls. What an evening it's been. If you can hear me, then I'm going to continue. And yeah, dude. Huge shout out to Chill Adventures and the legend, Mr. Cockney Buddha himself. What a pre-warm-up show they did. We can hear you, bro. That's good. Is there a horrible echo? Is it too loud? Let me know. Let's just say we're rustier than an old rusted bully hole. Oh, yeah. So, I think we're here, guys and girls. I tell you what, you're going to just have to hang five with me. I'm going to get let everybody just kind of catch up because of the technical difficulties that we were suffering. Oh, the drama, man. What's going on? I hope you got your coffee. I hope you sat down. I hope you chilled out. I hope you've had a fantastic week. Most of all, I hope you're excited by the return of the Friday Night Live. Yes, we are back. If I had anything about me right about now, I would have given you a little something and said, yes, we are back. How long did it take? A little bit too long, if you ask me. So yeah, we were only meant to be away for a small period of time. It was only going to be a little bit of a break while we were away in Egypt because I didn't fancy live streaming. Vlogging daily while in Egypt was gnarly enough, guys and girls. But yeah, we are here, finally, after that short little technical difficulty that kind of threw a right spanner in the works, if you ask me. So I was late coming on anyway, due to the fact that for some silly reason, here we go again. Okay, I'm hoping, Dave Usan, that is here we go again because the show is bang on and everything's good. And it's not a case that we're suffering from the same technical difficulties that poor Chill Adventures suffered on the pre-Grom warm-up. It's good. Right, cool. Because what happened there? I don't know if you guys and girls are familiar with the legend that is Chill Adventures. Check him out on YouTube. I will be putting the description to his channel. I will be putting the link to his description. I'll get there in a minute. I will be putting a link to his channel in the description of this video. So if you're watching live, sorry guys, it's not there right now. But if you watch on playback, you can catch it there. However, if you just search YouTube for Chill Adventures, you will have seen a series of videos, lives in fact, that he's done over the past few weeks while I've been away swanning it up in lovely Egypt. This guy has taken it upon himself to just put lives out. And I think saying that they're fantastic is an understatement. I'll be honest with you, lovely people. Even the Grom was a little bit jealous. He achieved one thing that I didn't manage to do in last season, and that is he smashed out some amazing interviews with some awesome people. All the people that I want to introduce you guys to, and I am pretty much 100% sure, as sure as anyone can be, that will be happening, and I will be bringing you some interviews in this season, which this season, think about it guys and girls, is the rundown to Christmas. Yes, that dreaded C word, and we're not talking about the other one that was raving around in 2020. Christmas is nearly upon us. Where has the year gone? It dawned on me today when Andrea was using the most gigantic knife possible to try to carve a pumpkin for Halloween that I thought, man, that's it, boys and girls. We are now heading into that last quarter of the year. The evenings have drawn in. The mornings when I wake up are particularly dark, and the clocks go back on Sunday evening. So there you go. What happened? 2023. We've still got enough of it left, though, to make a pretty epic finish to the year. I hope you guys and girls have got some awesome plans between now and Christmas, and I hope that you don't let off the gas. Instead, you push your foot hard to the floor and just rock the year out, because let's just say, if you don't know, there is high hopes for 2024. 2024 should potentially be the most epic year to date for the Grom. So I know it's a heavy claim, and it's not exactly like we're going to the moon and back, but we are going to be doing some travels next year. One that is already on the cards in particular, which is the Grom does a USA tour. I will be trying to talk more about that in shows to come, and I will also try to bring it more up in the vlog, because it's kind of gone a little bit cold, but that is only because I'm discussing with the people that need to help me make it happen. So there's people in the know and they know about it, but I need to bring it to you lovely viewers that kind of don't know what's been going on in the background. So I'm going to update you on what's happening with the USA Grom Tour real soon. Other than that, the show will go on, but first let's get it rolling. Let's do it right. Roll that intro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to Friday Night Live with the Grom.
Yes, we are officially back, and it is the season to be jolly. So follow us with the Friday Night Lives on the rundown to Christmas. I've got a few kooky little ideas, a bit like I had last time, but I'm hoping this time around we're going to execute them a little bit better. However, the start to the show wasn't exactly without its faults, but hey, even nature isn't perfect. So the beauty is in the... I can't think of the word now. Brain's gone dead. Never mind. See what I mean? the beauty is in the imperfections. So yeah, man. But we're back, and I also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Steve Cockney Buddha for having me on his live. And I want to say, was it his first? No, it was his second live that he's ever done. He had me on, and let's just say, if you want to see a live therapy session with the Grom, go and check out Cockney Buddha on YouTube, and check out his Cockney Buddha Grom Talk live, which again was so much fun to do, dude. You know me, I don't mind being honest, I don't mind being open, and I sure as hell do not mind being vulnerable. And it was awesome to do, and just watching it back, I was like, I can't believe we talked for over 4 hours. And in all fairness, I know you'd probably say the same. How easy was that, dude? We could have just gone on. I reckon there's maybe a 72-hour marathon Twitch stream coming your way soon. Something like that. I'm going to try to keep a little bit of an eye on the chats. I always say this and then I fail miserably. But I have got you guys and girls in the background, so I can actually see some comments. And I will stress, I will try to read comments out as I go and keep an eye on it. However, I will always, after the show, read back through the comments, because I must admit, it's always awesome to do. You guys and girls just get in those comments and just absolutely blow that whole little chat up, and it becomes its own little community, and it's just amazing. And there's been a few comments, and I mentioned it at the end of last season, of how many comments in there just crack me up. And if only I could catch them while I'm doing the live, it would be awesome, because but if you're in the chats, you know it, so it doesn't matter. But let's just say, no, the Grom does not need to wear glasses. He only chooses to do that in the news section just for the pure shits and giggles. They aren't prescription glasses. They're merely some blue tinted glasses that you're supposed to wear when you're watching too much TV or using a PC too much. So no, I don't need to wear glasses, and I appreciate all of the viewers' love for those glasses, because it seems to have captured your minds, your imaginations, and most definitely the little inner part, which I like to kind of call the piss taker part. And I do enjoy it. It's absolutely epic. It's all love, and it's fantastic. That's what it's all about. What is going on in the comments, and who's here? So if you're here and you're watching and you're not in the live chats, get in there. Don't forget to hit the little stupid heart tab thing if you're watching on your mobile phone. I don't know how these lives look if you're watching them on a television, and I don't know if you can access the comments. And I also, if you are watching this as a replay or you're catching up on this live after it actually went out, guys, girls, feel free, jump in those comments, Leave where you were when you caught up. What did you enjoy? What did you miss? And what tips and tricks do you want to see in the future? Because it's lovely to hear from you. Whether you are here tonight supporting, which I absolutely take my hat off to you all. Thank you so much for supporting the Friday Night Lives. I know there was a lot of you guys and girls that were kind of like, when's it coming back? We miss it. And that I cannot stress in words. I don't even know words to acknowledge just how heartfelt that is. And I appreciate the hell out of it. And I just love how something so kind of rough around the edges has just clubbed so many people together and just brought so much fun and so much love to all of you guys. And in return, it's brought it to me because I enjoy doing them, even with the technical difficulties. But let's try to have a little look. I can see some familiar faces. We've got Chris Avery in the chats. We've got Dan Cov, Cockney Buddha's here. So dude, thank you very much for doing the warm-up show with Chill. And the man, the myth, the legend, Chill Adventures is here. Toe M, I don't even know, dude. I don't know how I would pronounce that tag, but dude, I know that you reached out and said when was Friday Night Live coming back, and I said, dude, there will be one coming this week. We're here, dude. So I appreciate the hell out of you being here. Van Life Wonder, thank you very much for tuning in. I know that you were absolutely shattered after a pretty much hectic day as always. So I appreciate the hell out of you joining in for the lives. Apart from that, Devu-san, Necro Beam, the poor man that has to put up with me on a daily basis at work. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chats. Chris, I hope you're well. And we need to hook up because I still think my best show to date was when I had you as a co-host. And there is plans to have more co-hosts come this way. So watch this space. Without moving on too quickly, we've blown the hour mark because we are running a little bit behind. But I do want to also just give it a little shout out. And it might even be touched upon around the edges as we pull back a section later on in the show. But just for the minute, I don't know if the gentleman's watching tonight. I haven't seen him in the chats. Normally he would be in there and he would have said something, but I might have missed it and it's streamed by. Dude, Simon, the one that goes by the name Suspense MC. Dude, my thoughts are with you right now. I know you're just going to be burnt out and beat up. If you are even here or catching this live, dude, I'm thinking of you. Get well soon, get fixed up. All I'm saying is 2023, it's the start of something new. And for you, I am just so looking forward to seeing you back full fighting fit and taking over the world, man. And I'm taking you up on the offer that we will come and do a live from your house soon. Before the end of the year, if I get my way. So, let's get this show on the road. Let's get to the segment that we all know and love. And I'll pre-warn you right now, guys and girls. If I get through this without any mishaps, we've made it, dude. Fully, absolutely made it. But I think a lot of people are starting to love this part of it. So, without further ado, let's roll the news. Oh, I didn't get them on, did I? But I've got them here. There they are. So, here we are, guys and girls. We are back with another season of Friday Night Live's news. I think I've sorted a few of the issues out when it comes to the setup here, but we want to work on this in future because, yeah, I have some quirky ideas to make the whole news thing feel a little bit more newsy. But I have notes. I have some stories. So let me just readjust the camera like almost a Casey Neistat moment. That's better. The lay. Yeah, baby. Let's go. It's Friday night. It's the news. We've already shot the 11 o'clock mark, but who cares? So the first story this evening. I'm a sucker for a magpie. We'll go into that maybe in a vlog or something like that. But I am a mad lover of magpies. I've always wanted to either rescue one or find a baby magpie that befriends me and brings me presents and shiny things. But I haven't managed to do it yet. However, there has been a man. I want to say he's in Australia. This poor gentleman here has let's just say, not made friends with a magpie, but he's made a nemesis, he claims. A man says he has made a magpie nemesis after the territorial bird singled him out and attacked him every day after work. So basically, this poor cyclist ride to work and ride back, and he gets attacked by the same magpie every day. I don't know which side I'm on, the cyclists or the magpies, but I'm just saying, dude, man, like, you've got to love it, right? Maybe you're wearing something shiny on your head. I don't know. But yeah, so he's from Cali in Colombia. I don't know how that works, because when I first read it, I thought Cali is in California, but obviously not. He moved to Brisbane, Australia in March, and the rivalry began September on the 20th. I've read the magpies. He's read that magpies recognise faces, which I've also heard the same thing. And I thought it hated me because I was on a bike, but then I saw it let other cyclists pass with no issue. So yeah, bless him. He seems like he has been singled out by a magpie. And if so-called magpies can be friends for life, I think this poor dude may have a nemesis for life. I hope he settles the feud soon, let's just say. So moving on with another little animal story. I was going to get some like funky picture of a tortoise trying to run away, but I couldn't find one, and I sure as hell wasn't going to draw one. But a runaway tortoise that went missing more than 3 years ago has been found and reunited with its owner. An African sulcata tortoise, native to the southern part of the Sahara Desert, was spotted plodding around the town in Florida. Basically, the owner said that they'd lost this turtle 3 years ago, and somehow, I don't even know how you would identify a tortoise running around, but it's been located. It was found trying to cross a state road. The officials described the tortoise as unusual and was initially unaware of its sex. Again, I don't know how these like news reporters even need to go there, but we're going to follow that trend soon. But basically, the Florida Wild Animal Rescue, I'll get that right in a minute, Florida's Wildest Animal Refuge took her in for their own care and launched an appeal to find the rightful owner. Authorities were sure she belonged to someone, as the tortoise liked people, and it liked head pets. Basically, someone came forward and said that this is my tortoise, and they're claiming it. So I don't know how solid that bit of news is, but dude, if the tortoise has basically done a runner for 3 years and then it's been found, let it just go on about its day. This next story is very much out of sorts, and it could be a little bit risky, but let's roll with it. The opener. Sorry, but these penis facts will probably ruin your day. So yes, we know all about it. We're all grown-ups, and there's plenty of myths surrounding penises. And yes, they come in plenty of shapes and sizes. Yes, I just did that on a live. Here are the strangest and lesser known. They can get erect even after death. It's not a bone or a muscle. We know that. Yeah, a penis can break. Morning glory doesn't just happen in the morning. And no, there is no link between penis size and foot size. And supposedly all of the other stupid rumours, like your hand from your thumb to the tip of your little finger and the length of your nose, they're all wrong. So yeah, there you go. Friday Night Live news, busting myths. Boom. So let's get a little bit seasonal. Yes, that last story was horrendous, but dude, I will say this. The news is proving hard to find some funny stuff. This story, however, kind of pulled it back in, and it did make me chuckle. Basically, a clown has been stalking the streets of a Scottish village and has been playing games with the residents. The masked character, wearing a Pennywise-style outfit, left boxed clues around Skelmolly on Friday the 13th and challenged the villagers to solve a riddle. The locals teamed up to find all of the red boxes, which eventually led them to the North Ayrshire Village Community Garden. A small black cash box was waiting their discovery, but instead of treasure, the villagers were greeted with their own reflections via a mirror and the word clown written on it. So this was like really big news, and I completely missed it because I'm not on social media. But basically, this guy had gone out of his way Friday the 13th, put messages out on, I believe it was Facebook and some other social media sites. I know he's predominantly known via Facebook. And then basically organised this massive sort of treasure hunt for this kooky thing. And I think basically you were meant to run around, find the clue, solve the riddle, find the location, and get a selfie or at least a photo, and then tag him in it and post it on social media. It did sound pretty awesome, and I went on to find out that this guy's kind of been on, I think it was Sky News, and like the Pennywise character, and I think he stayed in dress, shall we say, and he wants to try to take it as a national thing, so he wants to get it to happen all over the country. And if I'm honest, I think it's kind of a vibe. Something truly kooky is better than maybe like 10 years ago where you had all those freaky dudes dressed up as clowns just running around slapping people. So, hey man, I think it's a foot up. I don't think we've done too bad. And we even managed to work in a news article about penises. Yes, we done it. You see it here. It was on Grom News.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to Friday Night Live with the Grom.
Well, how awesome was that news? How different was that news? How offended were you by that news? All of it completely irrelevant, because do you know why? It is time past. It's gone. But bit like I touched on in the news, it's proved really hard to find kind of funny, kind of light-hearted, weird or interesting news away from obviously everything that is going on in the world. And my heart does go out to everybody that is in a position where they are scared, frightened, and very much trying to do everything they can to stay alive in a country where there is a lot of issues, or war, or troubles going on. That is touching on it so lightly and so sort of broad strokes. We all know the situations that are going on currently in the world, and there are a ton of them that we probably have no understanding of or whatsoever. The one thing I will say is in this case, it is the poor people, the civilians, the ones that are just trying to get by in a country that's being torn apart around them, that I feel very much sorry for. So depending, regardless of which side, interests, politics, so much that I am not even slightly intelligent enough to even understand or begin to understand. I just want to say my heart goes out to all of you guys, no matter where you are in the world. If you are struggling and if you are in a position where you are trying to just make sure you get through every day and stay alive. So keep on staying alive. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. But I didn't want to let it go and not address it, due to the fact that there was something kick off in the world, unfortunately, that has been simmering under the surface for a very long time. While Andrea and I were on holiday in Egypt, obviously you will be very much aware of the issues that have kicked off in Israel regarding the Palestinians and the Hamas and Gaza Strip. And the list goes on with what's going on there. And I'm not even in a position where I'm going to comment on it, apart from the fact that my heart goes out to the people that are suffering. So, yes, wrapping that one up and moving on. This evening, I don't have anyone lined up particularly for a Shine the Light, and I don't have too many segments that I wanted to like explode the spot with. I just wanted to kind of get here, get a show under the belt, and just catch up with you lovely people. So again, I see everybody's just firing the comments off, and I appreciate the hell out of it. I hope you're smashing the little like buttons and the hearts and the confetti and just having a goddamn party. I want to try to figure out a way where we can get you guys that are communicating in that chat room live on here via a link, a telephone call, or anything such like. So if any of you little clever people down there, apart from me getting you actually on a live link and being part of the show, It would just be awesome if we could get some really kind of crazy phone-in situations. So if there's any of you lot out there that are like really tech savvy, or even just have a slight inkling to say, hey, yeah, let's do this, hit me up. Hit me up on my email address. I will try to figure it out and get it on the screen as we speak, but nothing's promised in this life. There you go. So there should be an email on the screen now. If there's anything you can help me out with in regards to how I can get some form of like almost telephone call-in app maybe hooked up on the laptop, so that if I had a call board or a switchboard, I could answer it and we could have you guys live, whatever, on there, so we could just ask some stupid questions of an evening. If we've got any guests, or if we've got anybody kind of co-hosting, that you guys could get in and just get into the show, man, because I just want to get you more involved and more interactive with the show. Just because it's fun, man. It's fun for all of us. And I know that there's some epic people. There's some epic people that I know would love to come on camera as soon as I can sort it out. And there are some people that I think in the group that would rather much not be in front of a camera, which is all fair enough. But nevertheless, I still love you to be like fully included in the show. And we'll have a laugh and a giggle. And yeah, especially if I've got a guest like the Cockney Buddha on, who is an amazing guy. And if you haven't caught his channel, go and check it out and just see what he's all about. Few of the lives that he's done himself, as well as earlier on before this show, you would have seen them on Chill Adventures channel, and he done a meditation there. When I was live on his show last Saturday, I want to say, he done a meditation on that with me. And they've been remarkable. I am a great fan of meditation. I never have enough time certified in the day where I can actually kind of feel justified to take those 5 minutes. And so having somebody like this that's come out onto YouTube into this space, and instead of like I am now talking at 100,000 miles an hour and just being kind of like chaos that is YouTube, this guy just takes that scenario, slows it right down, lets you actually be aware of the time, the space, and the breathing and you. And I can only stress just how well it's affected me, because maybe in the last week I've probably meditated 3 times due to this gentleman. And if you've never tried it, I highly recommend that you tune into his channel, or at least one of the lives that he's done with Chill Adventures. Hopefully I'll get him in weeks time on this show and we can actually do a meditation within the Friday Night Live, because he has a certain way of discussing it or explaining the way through it that is just such a beautifully perfected almost skill. Because I've done meditations with people and they maybe overcomplicate the situation, or the way that they explain it is so under-explained, you don't get the full benefits of it. And this gentleman most definitely has that down. So I can't wait to get him on here, get him on a live, and we'll do a meditation. But until then, make sure you go check out his channel, go check out Chill Adventures, get on there, check out one of the meditations, and I promise you, if you follow it, just chill, find some time, you'll come out of it feeling absolutely wonderful. That's a heavy claim for a Friday Night Live. So let's get into another little segment. And I kind of like spur at a moment, I did say that I wasn't probably going to do one, but it is going to be a little segment that I like to have in. I'm going to get rid of the email when we get back, but it's there if you want to get at me with news. I know Van Life Wonder has been an absolute legend. She sent me a couple of articles and I still haven't included those in. So if it really gets bad, I'm going to jump back and pull those up. She sent me an article through this evening, which was kind of crazy, and I wanted to get it in, but I was just so rushed off my feet, I didn't get round to pulling the news. And that was a case of a gentleman in Australia, I do believe, who was on not a foil board, but like a kite surfboard. It's not right terms at all. Like a foil surf or something. And it's not a foil board, maybe. I don't know. Dude, the guy got wiped out by a humpback whale. So I'm claiming that the humpback whale had right of way, bearing in mind size, and he was just going about his day. He's jumped out of the water celebrating his little life, and this dude on a surfboard with his kite in his hand just basically got trapped underneath him. It's a heavy story, and I wanted to cover it in tonight. It's just more so because Van Life Wonder took the time out to send it to me, and I was truly appreciative of it, and I wanted to cover it because it was monumental. As it goes though, it wouldn't have done it justice. I've probably just given you enough there, but you need to go and see the footage of this happening. So if you just type in surfer gets hit by humpback on YouTube, you will find the video. I know that the BBC and I believe Sky News and maybe even most of the main channels covered it, and it is remarkable in the sense of time and place. I don't know if he's really lucky or if he's really unlucky. The guy did catch it on camera, so it's well worth watching. It's absolutely incredibly unbelievable. But hey man, you can believe it. So I'd like to pick on the fact that yes, it is Hawaiian Shirt Friday. So we've got to shine a light, baby. Let's do it. So I didn't actually manage to get rid of the goddamn email address, did I? Ta-da! Shine a light. This week, I hadn't planned on doing it, but I'm going to do it. And I really hope that you do get to see this video, my friend. But I would like to shine a light on Suspense MC. Formerly, for me, he's known as Simon. To the world, he goes by Suspense MC on YouTube. This gentleman is been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. I cannot and I will not, unfortunately, in this segment, go into his situation too much. But as a human, he is so resilient. He's been through so much and he's put up with so much in regards to the system failing him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying that he is classed as disabled, and he has had severe problems with his kidneys, and there has been a lot of lack of care and concern in certain areas by GPs over the years. However, again, I don't want to speak for him, but I'm pretty much happy to say I think he's still got so much good to say about the nurses and the people that have looked after him in certain situations. I've seen the stories on his Instagram. Definitely go and check out Suspense MC on Instagram. But I just want to say, dude, thank you for just being such an awesome human, for always trying to support other people, for laughing when so many others would not be laughing, and always sharing so much humor and comedy along the way. You are a remarkable human being. I can't wait to get you on the show. But most of all, I am just so happy and humbled to say, one, we have crossed paths, but two, to be able to call you a friend. So I absolutely think you are a remarkable human, dude. And I just hope that this next coming year that you can tell your story if you wish to do so on the Friday Night Live. But I just hope that this is the start of a future that is just going to be awesome, dude. And I tell you one thing, I know I say I like to, I plan to take over the world. If there's anybody on this planet that I know, you are one of those gentlemen that are most deserving of taking over the world and getting your flowers, man, that you so deserve. So, Simon, this week, my friend, you are the shining light. And I would like, just for the record books, just to say to all you guys and girls watching that it's actually this gentleman that I'm talking about now that is the person that recommended that I do a shine a light subject or segment in the first place. So again, Simon, thank you so much for supporting what I do, buddy. I appreciate the hell out of you, dude. You've always had the back of the vlog from day one, and you've always just said such remarkable things about what I'm trying to do. So thank you. And thank you so much for even suggesting doing this segment in the first place. So, dude, much love to you. Always thinking like positive thoughts for you. And I can't wait for you to just tear it up, man. So, on that note, moving back on with the show. I won't keep you guys too long, but I want to give you just an extra little bit of updates and what's been going on. And we'll try to keep it a little sweet just because I want you to come back next week. So, as I said, dude, yes, Simon's a legend, man. Keep going. I know, Cockney Buddha. I know you'd be more than happy if I'd done like a 2-hour show. But hey, man, you know, what is it they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder or something like that. So if I just turn up, hit you with a little bit of love and a little bit of smiles, and then make my little happy way out of here, you'll come back next week because you'll just want more. That's what they say anyway. Can you believe it? I've talked all that time, I've only had one swig of coffee. It's crazy, isn't it? So, anyway, let's get on to the subject of, yes, the Grom was on holiday. Yes, it was goddamn amazing. And if you haven't seen the vlogs, go and check it out because it was remarkable in just so many different ways. We had some amazing experiences. We were very lucky and fortunate enough to stay in an amazing resort that was surrounded by staff that were absolutely out of this world. Some awesome people that I've met and hope to consider friends. Guys, if you're watching this, thank you for making that holiday, that 11 days, man, just absolutely monumental and memorable. Can't believe it was like 2 weeks ago now that it all sort of ended. I want to say it's 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. Where does the time go? But yeah, Egypt. Second time back there. I'm almost getting close to saying that it's like a home from home. We were there 10 years ago. It was amazing then. It was amazing now. It was made even amazinger, if that's even a word, for the fact that this time around I'd gone back out to meet up with a friend that I'd met the first time, a gentleman by the name of Ali. And again, if you watch the vlogs, you will have seen him in it. If not, go and check the videos from Egypt out. And if you want a little bit of sunshine and warmth, then yeah, go check them out. Especially if you're in the UK at the minute, it's getting cold, it's getting dark, and it's nasty. But yeah, go check those vlogs out. It'll give you sunnier thoughts and warm vibes. But Ali was epic to go and catch up with. I couldn't believe that it had been a 10-year gap since I'd seen him last. And he's an absolute goddamn legend. So I'm hoping that it won't be another 10 years until I can get out there. But who blooming knows? But if I get my way, I'll be out there way sooner than that. This time around, there was a multitude of people that have even become subscribers of the channel and sent messages on Instagram and stuff and contacted me. Thank you for just being awesome and supporting what I do. Obviously, have to give a huge shout out to Adam. So if you're into scuba diving or if you're into just things in the sea, go and check his channel out on YouTube. It's called Diving with Adam. So I will definitely put a link to his channel in the description below, just because, one, absolute legendary dude. The experiences that he was able to just take me and Andrea on scuba diving was epic. I'd never done it before, and man, I can't wait to do it more. Andrea had had previous issues while trying to go scuba diving, so she'd had many opportunities to do it before, and I think there was maybe once or maybe more than once where she'd gone through I think what they consider to be an open water paddy. There's a position where you need to clear your mask for water if you get water in your mask while you're at depth, and basically she had huge issues with doing it. 5 minutes with Adam and Andrea was literally running across the bottom of the sea. So if you haven't seen the videos, go and check them out. I also got to give him a massive thanks, but a slight man at the same time, that he set the GoPro up so that it would just shoot absolutely amazing in the Red Sea. So I'd kind of set it up, and then he set it up, and man, the footage that we got from it, apart from my atrocious camera man skills underwater, the footage is remarkable. It's an amazing sight, and who doesn't like just being under the sea, man? It's pretty epic. I'm still torn with whether I want to spend more time on top of it or underneath it, But the one thing that I am sure coming away from the holiday was I like spending time in the sea regardless. Whether you're surfing it or scuba in it, I think they're both absolutely awesome experiences that if you've never considered it, if you ever get the opportunity, I highly recommend you do. And even better still, if you're ever in the Sharm el Sheikh area of Egypt, go and check out the YouTube channel, Diving with Adam. Message him, hit some comments up under his videos, and make sure if you do it with anyone in that area, man, go and check him out because he's just an absolute god. So I highly recommend his diving. Like, go out, check him out, check out his videos, go support the guy because I just think he needs so much more props. He deserves so much more props. I couldn't believe how just welcoming he was and how calming he was in the grand scheme of things. Because I'm not going to lie, you watch the vlog, man. It took me, I think, 8 minutes of being quite withheld to get to a point where I was just freaking out, man. I had to take him back to the surface to just almost grab him, shake him, and just stoke out and be like, this is absolutely crazy, dude. And he just laughed at me because I was like, obviously hand signals under the water, okay, up, down, there's a few more. I said to him, we need to add 2 to that. And he sort of said, what are they? And I was like, that is just getting to the point where I'm like overdosing on the experience. And if I really need to get out of here, awkward turtle, all the way home, dude, just get me the hell out of here. I only needed to use the shaka underwater, but even then, it just wasn't deserving enough for the experience that I was sharing with this dude. So I was kind of like, we need to go to the surface. We need to go to the surface. He took me to the surface, and I was just freaking out, man. I was absolutely freaking out because it was just a monumental experience. The severe sort of weight of actually being under the water at not a massive depth in the grand scheme of things, but still quite far under the water, and just breathing is just so wrong, but it's so awesome. And again, I don't know if any of you guys or girls in the comments have ever had an opportunity to go scuba diving, and you'll know. But yeah, what an experience. And Andrea just like, I know I'm a sturgeon by name, but Andrea took to scuba diving like she was a fish. And yeah, I'm so glad that after all of the missed chances, she did get the opportunity, and an opportunity to do it with such a gentleman. So yeah, Adam, you're a fucking legend. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that because that's just like a life-changing moment, dude. Absolutely a mental one. Yeah, do you like that, Chill Adventures? Awkward turtle, bro. Awkward turtle. Get out of here. Like, just get out of here, man. So, yes, I would highly recommend that anyone gets the opportunity to do some scuba diving. Go for it. Smash it. You'll love it. And especially if you're into surfing, get into scuba diving, man, because then you get to see what's underneath what you're surfing. Which, again, me being the kook that I am and the bit of a nerd, well, it's not even a bit of, I'm a nerd and I'm happy to admit it. But man, just being able to do a little bit of scuba diving, just to, you know, just to check out a little something. Oh yeah, buddy. So who knows? But all I will say is watch this space. So yeah, on that, how much coffee have you drunk? Have you finished it? I haven't even poured one yet. I'm drinking the coffee that I made prior even firing up the show. Who thinks we should have a down it section? Where basically, maybe we'll do something like a musical chairs number where I need to have some sound effects going. And when I hit the down it button, whatever it is you're drinking, whether it's coffee, tea, water, vodka, beer, piss, as Cam likes to call it. If you've got it, if it's in front of you, you've got to down it. I'm not going to because it's scalding, but I reckon it'd be a damn. Gotta love spice rum. If you've got the spice rum in front of you, Chris, I think you literally need to down it. If everybody gets in the comments now and just says down it, down it, down it, down it, Chris, you got to drink it, dude. You got to finish it. I hope that was a big slurp on a live. So, just for you lovely guys and girls that are still with me, thank you very much. I appreciate the hell out of you tuning in on a Friday night. I hope you've got some awesome plans for the weekend. I know that there'll be some poor buggers out there that probably got to get up tomorrow morning and work. So I feel for you, but go get after it. Chase those dreams. Don't chase money too much because it will only make you unhappy. But it is so nice to see you all here. I do want to say that. Just as individuals, you're all awesome people. I appreciate the hell out of you guys joining in on these lives. There's going to be some awesome things lined up, and there is no plans of ending a season, so it should be on for the foreseeable future. Depending on what day Christmas falls, hey, we might even do a crazy live on Christmas Day. And I think, who knows, is this or is this not maybe a possible thought? You'll have to let me know in the comments or message me who thinks that the Friday Night Live should do a New Year's Eve countdown. Just putting it out there, and it was just a bit of an oddball thought where maybe if I can get a few co-hosts together, or if we can get in one location with a few people, and maybe if we have a few interviews, and maybe if we have like a little bit of music somewhere or something, who reckons a countdown to 2024 with Friday Night Live is a good idea? So let me know in the comments, let me know in the live chats. I reckon it's pretty epic. I would like to go completely bonkers with it, but watch this space. There's a little bit of time for planning, and we can try to sort some kooky stuff out. But I do have some pretty awesome ideas. So on that note, guys and girls, I'm not going to keep you any longer. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, same time, same place next week, 10:45 GMT, YouTube, with me, Friday Night Live, and all of the awesome people that are in the chats. I'm hoping I'll see you here next week. To anybody that's watching this video back after it played out live, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you taking out the time to watch these lives. Thanks to everybody that's been blowing up the comments, hitting the little likes and the little shares and the loves and the confetti, because it all helps with YouTube basically trying to pick it up in the algorithm and throw it out there. On that though, have an awesome evening. Don't work too hard. As always, stay focused, stay positive. Go out there, get after it. And I think, like Chill Adventures says in his description, or at least at the end of his video, in his description, I'm not sure if it's at the end of his videos, but that's now go outside and do something rad. But just make sure you don't get caught by the police. That's what I'm saying. So, till next week, stay safe, stay awesome, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned in to Friday Night Live with the Grom.